Hi, good evening. This is Shantae, aka Shanteezy. Welcome to my analysis on Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. It's been one hell of a week this week in our news cycle, in our world, and just everything. Just everything. But I'm gonna bring you these analysis. So here we are. We had the coronavirus. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows. 1.7 million cases. We reached the 100,000 death toll mark. That's a somber moment. No mass testing in sight, and yet this administration is just negligent. Just completely negligent. Irresponsible. Hey, Robert. Irresponsible. Irresponsible. Oh, I'm sorry, Roger. I'm sorry. Irresponsible. Very irresponsible. But we remember, if you remember this press conference, because I know you guys don't watch the news, but I'm pretty sure you heard it. Do you take responsibility for the mishandling of the coronavirus? No, I'm not responsible at all. Let that sink in. The guy that occupies the White House is not responsible at all. Not responsible for the coronavirus. He's not responsible. That's what he said. If any other person that had that position in the White House, if this was a Democratic administration, this was a Obama administration or a Clinton administration, they would have been scrutinized by the Republicans. The Republicans would have scrutinized the dog shit out of their ass. Like, that ass. For real. But this is who these people voted for. This is who people trust because he knows how to handle the economy and is a great deal maker. Great deal maker does not let 100,000 people die from a virus with no testing strategy plan. None. Like, I still can't go see my mom and my dad and my sisters. Both sisters are immunocompromised. I saw my dad Sunday. He dropped off some stuff to me. He couldn't even embrace me. And I'm his youngest child. I'm his baby daughter. And he can't even embrace me. I'm like frustrated with this whole administration. Like, I'm tired. I hope everybody is tired. I hope everybody is serious about voting in November. I know Joe Biden is not everybody's ideal candidate. He wasn't mine. I was a Kamala Harris person. But at the same time, this bozo, like Roger said, he got to go. He's killing everybody. He's not coming up with a master plan. He's not mass testing people. He's not worried about a vaccine that's safe that will come right away. When scientists already say it will take 12 to 18 months or even 10 years to come up with a vaccine for coronavirus. But yet we have somebody like this man who thinks this thing will magically go away. No. The influenza, if you study influenza of 1918, it was 3 waves of influenza of 1918. Over 5 million people died. 5 million people died from influenza. And that was during the World War I and post-World War I. Because World War I ended in 1918. Do your research, you will know. Just saying. But that's where we are in the world with the coronavirus. And hydroxychloroquine is only for people that have lupus. Scientists already said, France already banned hydroxychloroquine because study shows it's not a cure. It's for people that have lupus or battling malaria. Not for coronavirus. No, there's no treatment yet. We're still learning about this virus, even though it came from a bat. This virus have been around for a long time, and people have been studying this virus since 1985. So coronavirus has always been around. It's just landing surface in this new millennium and this new decade. So that's where we are in terms of this virus. And just be posted and just know what's going on, because this here is crazy. Oh, I know this is a political update, but can you tell me how the voter registration works? Well, you can vote. Actually, you can Google it online. If you apply in New York, if you apply for a state ID, they ask you, do you want to register for voting? So they ask you that too. But you can also go to the Board of Elections website, the NYC Board of Elections, and that's how you can apply online if you live in New York City. You can register, and I urge you to register. So you go on the Board of Elections, and because they haven't sent, and you still got time to register. So register now so you can get your mail-in ballot. All right. I hope that information helps you, Roger. Now to Cuomo's briefing. Oh, I'm so proud to be a New Yorker. If I haven't been any more prouder, I'm proud, because Governor Cuomo laid it in. So yesterday, he's mentioned that he was visiting the White House to meet with Donald Trump so he can get relief funding for our state, because we need $61 billion. Yes, Chantel, he's very awesome. And I don't think that meeting went very well, because he addressed that our curve is starting to flatten, but we still are in phase 1 of reopening. New York City is still not reopened, and I'm glad that's not reopened yet, because we are the epicenter. We have almost 200,000 cases alone. That makes up most of the cases for our state. But he addressed that, and addressed that the only way we can reopen safely if we get federal funding. And I'm assuming that meeting that's not went well, because he blasted the whole entire GOP Senate. Like, he literally went in, because Mitch McConnell and Rick Scott do not want to bail out states like New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and California, who've been taking the brunt of this virus. Oh, and also Illinois and Michigan. They don't want to bail out neither. Keep in mind, those states I just named are 1/3 of the nation's GDP. If you don't know what the GDP means, it's the gross domestic product. That's like the consumer stuff. That's the product stuff. Look up the term GDP, gross domestic product. If you're a business student, that term came up, and also the GNP, that's another term too. The gross national product. But we was talking about the gross domestic product. We are 1/3. That's 33% of, we are 33% of the nation's GDP. New York, Mass, Jersey, Cali, Illinois, Michigan, Connecticut, blue states. That's what the Republicans say. They don't want to bail us out. Keep in mind, some of these same GOP representatives are the states that take from the federal pot that New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, California, and possibly the other 2 states, Michigan and Illinois, that contribute to the federal pot. New York pays this nation $29 billion in the federal pot. We pay a lot in our taxes, because we got local, state, and federal. I don't know other states have that, but New York has that alone. We pay the most. We pay the most. And keep in mind, Donald Trump is from New York, which he probably never paid it. He never paid his taxes. We all know that. Come on, his dirty ass building down the block from my house. Like, he didn't never pay his taxes. But we talking about Mitch McConnell and Senator Rick Scott. Their states, Kentucky and Florida, which they don't pay hardly no taxes. That's why they urging their goddamn people to go to work, because they don't have enough to pay unemployment for their constituents. So, but they take from the federal pot. But you don't want to help states like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and California. If it wasn't for our states, the whole United States would be broke. Broke. Each of those states, their cities is known for something. LA is known for like arts and entertainment. Connecticut is known for their casinos, some of their casinos upstate, and other stuff. Massachusetts, lawyers, universities, hospitals. Yeah, I got some of the best hospitals in Boston, because I going to school up there, Dana-Farber. And then New Jersey, stadiums, pharmaceutical companies, and New York, don't let me get started, because there's a whole litany list of what we contribute. That's why we're number one. And New York City alone is the reason why New York State has a lot of money, because New York City alone has there's a diverse economy. So when the diverse economy needs some help, you better help them. Because if it wasn't for our economy, like I said, the whole country would be broke. Broke. Places like Kentucky and Florida won't be able to eat. Eat nothing. Not a goddamn thing. They're lucky they'll eat saltine crackers for all that. So I'm glad the governor went in on their ass. If you want to see the clips, you can check it out on Twitter. You can check it out on YouTube. But overall, you don't mess with New Yorkers. You don't. New York politicians will slay you, especially if you don't want to give us no money for our state. We will crush you to the ground. Schumer was crushing Mitch McConnell on the ground just on TV just a few moments ago about him having them go to work but not passing no legislation. And there's mad bills, the HEROES Act, Kamala's 2 acts, all in the Senate, and you think that Mitch McConnell cares about that? No, he wants to put some little young 2-year-old judges on the courts so they can enact their agenda so people can suffer. They don't care. They really don't care. And I'm so tired of the GOP. Like, I'm up to here with them. That's why it's important that we have to vote in November so we can vote those suckers out. Because some of them look like they need to be in the rocking chair, if you ask me. Get into a more sensitive topic. I know people don't want to talk about race in America, but it seems like during this coronavirus, besides people of color dying, people of color are dying from police brutality and senseless murders. We know yesterday there was the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. I didn't know what was his background profession, but I saw a Twitter clip where he was educating young men not to use guns. And then he's just sitting in his car, minding his own beeswax, and he's told to get out the car and basically got kneeled on his neck. That video, everybody saw the video. It was horrifying. Like with the Eric Gardner thing 6 years ago, it was horrifying. It was very, very horrifying. Like we at this shit again. Oh, thank you, Chantel. I didn't know he was an activist. Either way, he probably had a squeaky clean record. And my thing is like, why my people are being killed? For why? What do black people do to people? Please let me know. Because I want to know. Because all we try to do is make money, be educated, be entrepreneurs, and good civil servants to our country. Like, I need to know how we intimidate the fuck out of people. I don't intimidate anybody. The honest truth. I mean, like, seriously. Like, I'm so tired of this whole country in panic mode, and a black panic mode, because that's what it is. And they scared of our people, so they just kill us. because they feel like we're going to do something to them, which we know we're not going to do anything to them. Like, seriously, we're not going to do anything to them. We're not. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I have witnessed this since I was young with Amadou Diallo. With his whole thing, he was going to college. Sean Bell was a married man who was a union worker, I believe, standing outside brushing his hair from his bachelor party because he was getting married the next day. Cops stopped him, killed him. Eric Garner selling CDs on the street. Normal, typical in New York, typical vending in New York. That's what we do. Next thing you know, Pantaleo suffocates him. Like, the whole thing, like, I'm so done. I'm so done with this. And now, like, people are protesting police brutality, which, yes, but they get tear gas. They get tear gas for protesting, but the white people in Michigan yelling at cops' face with no mask, spreading COVID from their nasty droplets, don't get arrested. Carrying AR-15s, trying to threaten the governor of Michigan, who is a woman. This is all racist. Racist as fuck. I'm sorry for the cursing, but I'm just fed up. I'm totally fed up with this whole... I'm just tired. And racism has been around, but what's making me mad is that Trump emboldening this thing, and he doesn't speak on these cases. He speaks on immigrants killing white people, Muslims, quote unquote, people that, which I can't say because Muslim is a religion, Arabic people, Middle Eastern people killing white people, quote unquote. But he doesn't get mad when black people are being killed, which I'm not surprised because I always said Trump always been a racist. I just told my dad, did Trump ever take a trip to Harlem when he worked as a businessman in the city? Did he ever go to the Bronx? They say he went to a school in the Bronx, but was it for a good reason or was it for a photo op? Let's be clear, Trump don't care about people of color. He don't care about black people. He don't care about Hispanics. He don't care about Middle Eastern people. He don't care about Indians. He doesn't care about nobody. He don't care about Asians. He don't care about nobody. Never did. Never have. He was talking about Central Park 5, and then let's talk about him running his business and how he was nasty to his workers. Sexually assaulted some of his female workers. Because there's more women out there than 25. I know that. I'm just like so done with this conversation. I'm just going to end the race conversation. And I'm going to get into the other politics of things. Like the GOP strategy on how to suppress the vote again. Trying to say mail-in voting is fraud. That's complete BS. Mail-in voting is not fraud. It's not fraud. Republicans do it all the time. They encourage their people to do it all the time. The press secretary, the new press secretary, like the 18th million one, voted vote by mail 11 times. Donald Trump just recently voted by mail this past March. It's common for the Republicans, right? But can't be for Democrats. Bull. Excuse me. Coronavirus is serious. I don't want to die. I'm about to fill out my absentee application for absentee ballot. I don't qualify for some of them, but shit, I'm about to request one. Because who wants to travel when things are serious? I'm waiting for July to like literally get on the train. I haven't been on a train in almost 3 months. That's never been me. But this thing is so serious. It's completely serious. Coronavirus is it's real in the field. And these Republicans trying to suppress the vote, trying to say voter ID, all this bullshit. No, you fill out your absentee ballot if it's mailed to you. Okay? And that's that. But we need to know what Biden's going to do. Of course, you know his "you ain't black" comment went viral, and he did apologize for it. Like I said, I expressed it. It was wrong. It wasn't right for him to say it, but there was some truth to it. Because I don't know how black people are supporting Donald Trump. I understand there's black Republicans, but there are decent black Republicans that did not go for that in 2016, and they're not going for it in 2020. So what Biden should do, though, is pick a black woman. I always said it. I said it when Kamala Harris dropped out. That's a potential VP. She speaks like a leader. She positions herself like a leader. She's very aware and informed of the foreign policy and the current state of our foreign policy and our foreign allies that are in a relationship. Because the relationship with our foreign allies right now is really bad. And this is the time where we need them the most during this pandemic. We need them the most, and it's about to be destroyed, completely destroyed. We need Canada. We need France. We need Germany. We need them. Like, we need them so bad. We need Sweden. We need them bad. We even need the Kurds. Like, our relationship is messed up with the Kurds. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad. So we need not only restoration, we need someone that's going to fix this mess. This is a mess. Environmental protections are rolled back during coronavirus. That's why the air quality is so bad. That's why people's voices are so bad. That's why respiratory issues are bad. Like, it's just bad. Like, completely. Little kids are getting sick, getting Wasaki virus and everything. And the environmental protections it's just bad. Like, our whole system is bad. The economics parts of it is bad. Like, tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we're going to reach the 40 million people unemployed and counting. It's almost about to reach that 20% unemployment, which that means that we're going to really enter into a depression. And I'm really, 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 really scared. I am so scared. I'm scared to the point where I don't know, guys. I don't know. I want to give hope that we can get through this, because the United States have been through so much. We've been through pandemics. We've been through epidemics. We've been through wars. We've been through 9/11. We can get through a global pandemic. We got to have the right leader. And we got to have faith in ourselves. And we got to listen to our local leaders to stay safe. We got to wear our masks. We got to wear our gloves. We got to wear this. We got to do that. We got to do all of that. Because if we don't do that, and if we don't save ourselves, we're going to get sick. And we want to save the loved ones next to us. We may be alone together. We may be alone, but we're still together. That alone together hashtag, I got it in my head. It's now programmed in my head. But I'm just saying is, we have to be vigilant. And we have to be informed, but also create new traditions. Like, I'm starting to work out at home. It's unnormal for me. Everybody knows I love going to the gym. I miss the gym so much. But I'd rather work out at home and be safe than to go somewhere where it's unsanitized and I get sick. And I'll be sick for like 3 weeks. Like, no. So either learn how to cook something. People say it's annoying, but I think it's fun. I learned how to cook collard greens, and I learned how to cook yams. The things I thought I was scared to cook. There's more things I want to learn how to make. I want to learn how to make pound cake. I want to learn how to make peach cobbler. I want to learn so much stuff. Yeah, Sheba, I know. I want to learn how to cook more stuff, which I'm learning. I'm learning how to cook things I thought I didn't know how to cook, but I was like, oh, I got the juice. I got it, So creating new traditions is good. Clean up your house, straighten up your house, get rid of some things, donate, do something worthwhile. Even if you're creative, make masks, do some drawings, frame your drawings. I know there's a lot of people that's creating new traditions. Talk FaceTime. Learn something from them. Have conversations. Virtual happy hours. I see people doing them. I never participated in one, but I want to do one day. And or conversations, Zoom conversations about things like this. I watched a IG conversation with Jessica. She really like spoke to things of how to handle yourself during a pandemic, and how to still be active and creative and everything, so and to be driven, which is good. Like all these IG lives, these Bible studies I've been watching with my friend Masua, like everybody has something, a gift, and I think you should share your gifts with somebody, because you can learn something from someone. So I'm going to conclude with this, people. Just stay strong, because we're going to get through this. We're Americans, and we are American tough and American smart. Despite who our leader is, we're strong. Stay safe.